The job startup and pre-construction processes are the first two major workflows where smokestacking really hurts you. I'm going to show you what those workflows look like in Plexxis so you can see what a truly integrated live connection between bidding, field, and finance looks like. No deception, no deceit. Okay, job startup in Plexxis is real easy. You literally just hit the plus button and go through Wizard. But first, I just want to mention that when you see this is the project management and accounting system. When you see this is where the estimators live. It's the Plexxis WinBid product. And this is the remote takeoff product. When you see this tool over here, this is the Foreman Super App. It usually replaces 6 to 10 apps. And let's start up a job. I'm going to bring in a landscaping job. Plexxis is multi-trade. So in this example, we're just going to use landscaping. And we're going to pick. It's going to bring in some high-level totals. Now, if you don't know this information at the time, you don't need to fill it out. You can always go through the quick edit screen later. Because we bring in bids and work at such a granular level, we have the ability to set up notifications if somebody tries to go over quantities on a buy item basis or outside of the budget. This is pretty cool. Let's say it's a certified payroll job, but I forget to click this. It doesn't matter. It's retroactive reporting, which payroll loves. Now, when I create this job, it's going to set up the contract in here. I can drill in and see the details. But I'm going to go into the analysis tab to see the details here because this will let me mine the details from different perspectives, which is really cool. So this is labor by activity code, but let's say I want to see it by area. I can break it out that way, and I can switch over to materials and break it out that way, which is really cool. Now watch this. Let's say I'm in the bidding system here, and this is the version that is in the project management and accounting system right now. But pre-construction wants to make some changes. I'm going to lock this down. So pre-construction says, you know what, the job was started on Friday, but now it's Monday, and I want to tweak the budget so it better reflects how the job is actually going to be built out. I can create a revision here. As a pre-construction manager, I just created a revision, and I can go back and see the variances between each revision. It was really easy for me to do. So watch this. I'm going to flip over here. So take a note of the 117 and the 119 here, and then take a note of the overview tab here, just the values. Now I'm going to flip over to the bid, the revision that I just created. I'm going to go to the rates and quantities, and I've got the 117 and the 119 here. But you know what? I want to get rid of this 117. So I'm going to swap it out with the 119. It's going to tell me all the assemblies in this bid that 117 was in. I'm just going to say replace it here, and poof, it's gone. Now watch this. I'm going to go lock this down, which makes this the new working budget for the job. When I switch over to the job, the values are the same. Nothing changed with the values, but when I go over to the analysis tab, that 117 is gone. So this is how effective the live connection between bidding, field, and finance is. Okay, now what's really cool here is you see how there's zeros down here? That's because there's no action on it. So let's switch over to a job that's got some action. And okay, this one, clearly a drywall job or interior with some steel. And you see that there is action on this job. One thing that's really cool in the job startup is this job documents tab. Now, any documents that you have that are a part of your regular job startup process automatically come into the job every time you set it up. Now, the interconnectedness of the job documents on job startup is also available to the field. So anything you want the field to have, you simply put in this screen here, then click visible on mobile. And when the field opens up their app, the foremen who are tagged to specific jobs will now see those jobs in their list. So when the foreman goes to their job, any job that they have been tagged to will show up here, and any documents that need to be visible to the foreman will be available here. What's also cool is that the budget is also presented to the foreman in the way that they need to see it. So all the subsections or areas will be broken out here automatically, and they'll have a live material breakout in quantities with remaining and percent spent, as well as a labor breakout with remaining hours and remaining man days, including pending and approved change orders as the job progresses. Again, they can also see this broken out by area. Okay, two more quick things before I let you go on job startup. One is price comparison for job special pricing, and two is setting up your SOVs. Okay, so watch this. I go to directory, price comparison, and this will let you pick 3 vendors, compare the pricing, and then select the vendors even at a by item basis, so you have job special pricing as purchase orders go out. Now, let's go to SOV. Now, I'm going to go back to that landscaping job that we imported. Commercial. It was a landscaping commercial job, and there it is. Now, we didn't set up the SOV on this when we brought it into the PM accounting system, but I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to go to the contracts, hit the progress billing, and yes, of course, I want to create it. Now watch this. It's empty. I can right click and have all of these options for setup. I'm going to bring it in from the budget. Now we know normally that the budget isn't necessarily reflective of how the SOV needs to be presented, but no problem. You bring it in from the budget, and then you can tweak it as needed in this. You can unlock the totals and front load the SOV to make sure that you are capturing enough cash that relates to the risk that you are taking on that project. Now, of course, as you progress through the progress billings, it'll automatically increase to the next draw while keeping a full historical of the previous draws, while simultaneously taking off your retention on a line-by-line basis.